Shri Krishna. So today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic. Okay. And this is coming from our Vedas and Puranas and across whole Hinduism consistently. Consistently. I have learned it myself the hard way, even before I know the Vedas and Puranas, before I read it. But I want to share this knowledge to all of you guys so that you don't learn the hard way, the difficult way, which I learned it. Yeah. So it's passing the good information, right? Okay. What is the topic called today? The topic is called about curses, the deep non-reversal karma. Curses, deep non-reversal karma, right? At a at a first time when you hear it at a very ground level, it's just like, oh, it's just a great thing. No, it's not. Hear me out completely. Okay, we all have two parts, two eyes, two ears, two hands, two legs, two kidneys, right? All of them are two. Okay, the nostrils, even though one, they're divided into two, but we have, and even look at two eyes, everything, right? But you have only one mouth. That is the reason. Have you ever thought about it? Even though your eyes may be two, right? But the vision, what you see is one. You don't see two different, you don't see the same phone, which is a single phone, but two phones because you have two eyes, but the vision is one. Same thing, the mouth is kept one because you have to talk less, right? You have to speak less, listen more, 2 years. But there is more to it. In the Kalpurush, the second house is a Maraka house owned by Venus as a benefic. So, right? So what you eat, what you speak, everything, what you drink, everything is a Maraka here for all of us. Right? The second house, seventh house is Maraka. Remember that. So always it's good to speak less. Let the other person talk. Just because the other person speaks and there is a saying, right, doesn't mean that the person is speaking the right one or is victorious. Don't consider it that way. Empty vessels make more noise. Okay, all right. So in Kal Purush, second house is a Maraka, seventh house is a Maraka. Second house with speech. Remember that, exactly the second house. Okay. If you read our Vedas and Puranas in Hinduism, there's beautiful things you learn. And it comes out superbly. There is one thing which is very consistent. Any curse given, it cannot be reversed. Okay, any curse. So first I'll touch the Hindu, Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, and all the Vedas Purana story, and then I'll bring it back to our life. So I'll connect the dot so that you are aware of this. Okay. Number one, right? Karna, Mahabharata. Mahabharata is my favorite. Krishna and Karna, right? So growing up as a child, I loved Karna, but as my time period changed and everything, my Jupiter Mahadasa kicked in at some point. Krishna, I moved away from Karna, okay, because of Dharma. Okay, Karna literally had close to 6 people cursing him. Okay, Indra, not a curse, but took his Kavacha and Kundala because to protect Arjuna, his son, right? His so-called son, right? Second, Parashurama cursed him. Brahmastra won't work, right? There was a Brahmin, whose son, by mistake, Karna had killed without knowing it in this chariot, and he had cursed that the right time will come, your chariot will stuck in the ground, and you will be helpless. Fourth, Nagastra, right? Kunti went and said that Karna should only yield the Nagastram one time against, Arjuna, not the second time. Who told Kunti? Krishna. Okay. Shalya, who was the charioteer, right, left in the middle of the battlefield and in anger with, in a big argument with Karna, right? Krishna himself sitting there protected Arjuna when the first time that the Nagastra, when it came to hit. And then you had on top of the chariot itself Hanuman sitting, right? All the protections, but Karna was cursed all along. Okay. Sanatana Kumara curse. Okay, when they were going to see Vishnu in Vaikunta, Jaya and Vijaya, who are the guardians, blocked. What happened? They couldn't enter. So they cursed Jaya Vijaya. Vishnu, who came, couldn't reverse the curse. He couldn't do anything. He said, I'll give you two options. I can't take the curse back. The curse is a curse. Okay? Option one, you will be born 3 times as brothers. Okay, and you will be my enemies as asuras, where I'll come and slay you, kill you, and I'll give you moksha. Or you will be born, some book says 7, some book says 14. As you know, 14 times you have to be born, or 7 times, right? But you will be born as my disciple, devotee. Choose which one you want. Jaya, Vijaya didn't want to be separated from Vishnu for a long time. So what did they choose? They choose that we'll be born as your enemies. It's okay. Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakshipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Shishubala, Tantavaras, right? All the siblings, right? And eventually, every time Vishnu's Dasavatar, he had to come and slay them, so that eventually they got moksha back as Jaya Vijaya. But they chose the path. Mind, they chose 3 versus 7 or 14 because of the duration. Okay? Who are the Sanatana Kumaras? Brahma's Manastha Putras, right? Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanata Kumara. 4 of them. Very powerful. Look at today, we don't find Hindu temples at all with Brahma. We don't find the Hindu temples with Brahma, hardly you can count. Pushkar in Rajasthan, Brahma Purishwar temple, and maybe one or here, that's it. You don't find. Brahma is not worshipped otherwise. Curse of Brahma. Brahma got cursed for lying by Shiva, right? So that's it. Same thing, Daksha Prajapati cursed Soma, right? And what happened? The curse was eventually removed by Shiva. But then Shiva and Daksha went into a war. Vishnu came in and balanced the curse by the waxing part, where Shiva's boon blessing will be there, and the waning part, Daksha's curse will happen. The duality came into place in a way where Vishnu balanced it with Narada to say that Soma will definitely, have the waxing and the waning part. But the full moon is the best one. But it could not be reversed. Daksha didn't let it go. Even though on Akshaya Tritiya, everything happened, and the Tritiya Tithi is where he keeps it on his head, the crescent moon, but did not happen. Okay? Couldn't. But among all the 9 planets, only Soma's curse or even anybody else, only Chandra was able to reverse it. That too with a condition, waxing and waning, Krishna Paksha, Shukra Paksha. Krishna Paksha is waning, Shukla Paksha is waxing. And the last one is curse of Bhrigu on Vishnu. Of course, Bhrigu has already cursed Brahma and Shiva as well. But Vishnu had multiple curses. One of the curse was when Sage Bhrigu had gone, Shukra had gone to do the prayer, right? Bhrigu's wife Kavya Mata, was helping all the Asuras and protecting them. And Indra and any of the Devas couldn't attack and kill them because of the power of Kavya Mata. What happened then? They all went to Vishnu. So Vishnu came and told Kavya Mata to release everybody, to kill them. Kavya Mata said, they have come in my protection, I cannot let it go. Kavya Mata is so powerful that none of the Devas, including Indra, Agni, Varuna, Vayu, nobody can enter. Eventually, he says, okay, I have to kill you. He uses the Sudarshana Chakra against Kavya Mata, chops the head, has to kill. And she says, I will accept moksha in your arms. And then eventually Vishnu says, go and kill everybody else. When Bhrigu comes, he gets so upset with it. But with Bhrigu's power, he was able to revive her, Kavya Mata again. But he cursed. Just the same way I have separated from my wife and you did it. It is easy to write the Vedas. It is easy to give the Vedas and write it, and you can give Brahma to protect it. But is it difficult to live by the Vedas? So you will be born 10 times in earth, and all the 10 avatars, you will be separated from your wife. And then you know what it is. Of course, there is this other, so that was the Dasa avatar story. End of the day, we know Shukra himself was one-on-one against Vishnu. It was only Shiva protected Shukra. Everything was by Shiva. But eventually Vishnu gave Shukra the moksha to be a graha. That is different. And Shukra, for Shukra's sister itself is Lakshmi, Bhargavi. Our Vedas, Puranas, stories are true 100%. And they tell us a story. The same thing. Curses cannot be reversed. Bhrigu's curse was on Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu on a separate note. So what do you learn from this? The curses will not be able to reverse. Chandra somehow survived. That is one of the reasons Moon becomes a very important planet in Vedic astrology. The only person to have reversed it, but still, even though he's born as a benefic, that is this waxing moon, waning moon, Amavasya moon. All those things are coming. Okay. So, moral of the story, curses cannot be reversed. Okay. Vishwamitra Vashishta. Every time Vishwamitra will go, born as King Kausika become a Maharishi, that Vishwamitra, every time to go and fight, he will just do all the penance, and in a jiff of a minute, he will lose it by doing something crazy, helping Tirusang, for example, right? And Indra came and did Ramba, Urvasi, Menaka, Atilotama, all of the nonsense he did. But every time, but he could not counter Vashishta, even though both are Brahma Rishis and Sapta Rishis. But the point is, he was losing every time the energy, the brownie point. Okay? So, moral of the story, 1, curses cannot be reversed. So, don't curse. If somebody does bad to you, don't use your brownie points, your good karma on them. They have done bad to you, keep your mouth shut. Let the God know, they will take care. Don't use your punya, don't you use your good karma. Because if you curse, it will happen. I am not telling you that if somebody beats your face, and show the other one, right? That is this Abrahamic cult. That is all really nonsense. How did Christianity enter India then? If that is the case, they should not have entered this way. But worldwide, that's what they have done. And even Islam, I'm sorry, but that's the fact. My point is, if somebody does bad to you, right? Don't curse, don't use anything of your brownie points. Keep your punya. That is very important. I'm telling this for your own good. Because you will lose your punya every time you curse somebody. Curse is not about just words, thoughts, words, action. You pray to your Kuladevata, pray to your God. See, he's done bad. I'm going to leave it up to you. You take care. It's like a Brahmastra. Do not release the Brahmastra even if you have it. It's a power. It's a power, right? So all your punya, you need it when your bad time comes. When you keep on cursing people, right? Your punya will all go away. Don't curse your friends, family, anybody, even your enemy. Just walk away. Quiet. You don't curse your children. Don't curse your family, friends. Curses cannot be reversed, even if you want it tomorrow. You may say, I have reversed it, I have done. It cannot. That's the fact. And I've seen this all my life. Yeah. I hope this was helpful, guys. Food for thought. Think about it. Watch the video a couple of times, and just be aware of it. You cannot change the past. I cannot change the past. Today, listen to this video. See if it makes sense. Share your comments, share your feedbacks, share the likes, whatever it is. But food for thought, I have to share this as well. Yeah, these are the stories and stuff we learn from other people mistakes like Parashurama, Vashishta, Sanatana Kumaras, Brahma, Daksha Prajapati on Soma, Arjuna, right, with Karna, everything we learn. Krishna himself got cursed by Gandhari, end of the day. Krishna's lineage also went, Gandhari's curse happened. It cannot be reversed. Yeah. So, think about it. Food for thought. I have to give my 2 cents. So, yeah. Jai Shri Krishna. I leave it up to my Kul Devata Lord Krishna as well. Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.